Hello and welcome. Today I would like to start another series talking about the ways in which my ego manifested. I want to start this series because I think it is really important to express the ways in which the ego manifests within this physical world so that you can become aware of it, you can observe it, and you can start to change it and reprogram it into what you desire your subconscious mind to think and feel and behave like. Because as expressed in earlier videos, the subconscious mind is something that will always be present with us. Okay, it helps us within this world. It allows us to do things without having to consciously think about every little thing that we do time and time again. And so it can be of help to us if the programs serve us, if the programs are things that we desire to express within this world. But as we know, many of these programs are old software and we desire to upgrade them. And so today in this series, I would like to talk about one of the ways in which my ego manifested, that many egos manifest in this way, is the perceived need for acceptance from others. And it's interesting thinking about earlier on in my life when I would lie, I would say things I didn't truly want to say, I would do things I didn't truly want to do. That would manifest into feelings that I didn't really want to have, right? All to try and please you. It's interesting because your ego and everybody else's ego has expectations of the world, of other people. And if the other person, like myself, desires to please you, then they will not be authentic in times in order to please your expectations. And this is something that I used to do. I used to do this with my parents earlier on in life. I used to do this with my friends, girlfriends, pretty much everyone, because I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be the cool guy, right? And things started to change a while ago now, about 7 to 10 years ago now. Things started to change dramatically because I started to realize that it didn't really resonate with me. I started to realize that I was thinking, feeling, and behaving in ways I didn't want to. And I started to look inwards. And I started to realize that I wasn't being honest with me. It had nothing to do with you. Your expectations are yours. But what were mine? It's a really important question to ask yourself. Another important question to ask yourself is, if you believed that you were worthy, that you were enough, that you were loved, how would you think, how would you feel, how would you behave? These are questions I started to ask myself. And very quickly, everything started to switch. Because as I started to bring awareness into the present moment, I would catch myself lying. And I would be like, wait a second, no, that's not right. And I would correct myself. And I would be very authentic about it with people, letting them know what just happened. Why? Because I have nothing to hide. Because this is how you reprogram. And if I desire to upgrade my old software and feel and think and behave in ways that I want to, then bringing awareness to it in the moment is the fastest way to do it, again and again and again. And so that's what I did. And very quickly I started to realize that by me doing this, not only was I serving myself, but I was serving you. And you may ask, how am I serving you if I am not doing things that please you? That's exactly how I'm serving you. Because in order to grow, you need to feel suffering, you need to feel challenge. Because your expectations do not serve you. Your expectations either make you feel really good or really bad. And so they do not serve you. What does serve you is your ability to feel challenged in an environment based on somebody else's authenticity, based on the physical world's authenticity, and for you to come to a higher understanding, a higher realization that doesn't have you going up and down like a yo-yo and either feeling really good or really bad, but has you coming from a place of steady bliss at all times, because you understand that you are not controlled by this. You are controlled by this. And if you can bring awareness to this, then life becomes very simple. The yo-yo effect stops. And you can live in bliss at all times, regardless if someone says something that you think you like or you think you don't like. The way my ego manifested was that I used to try and please people, and now I don't. And this has nothing to do with me being selfish or me just wanting to please me. It has to do with bringing awareness to where I'm coming from and realizing that if I come from love, which is where I desire to come from at all times, if I come from love, understanding, empathy at all times, then why should it matter how you perceive that? Because if you perceive my love as hate, that is not of my making, that is of your making, not mine. I know where I'm coming from. And so because I know where I'm coming from now, I no longer seek your love, I no longer seek your approval. Because I know where love is, it's here. And if you would like to meet me in love, I'm waiting for you. Infinite love to you all.